What's up, everybody?
What's up?
So, what's going on with you?
Nothing. What's wrong?
Sounds like you got allergies or something.
I do. Oh my God.
Again,
so
we just had them I
know.
had them, but you didn't have it as bad as I did.
Not as bad.
But you got them again.
I'm making up for it. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the kids that I was watching last week brought their rabbit inside. Like the whole time they were here, like walking around me and everything, just petting the rabbit. I'm really allergic to the rabbit. So
You kicked the rabbit out.
I did. I put the rabbit in the yard.
That's a cage, so.
Yeah, no, I built it. I built a nice big, like,
yeah, he's got a nice little running hutch thing going on.
He was even impressed.
Yeah, it looks good.
He's like, is it going to be level? Like, I hope so.
I was like, did you grab the level?
I did not want you to level, but it looks real good.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks level.
It looks level. It's on a hill that's kind of like that, but
whatever.
Wobble. No, she did a good job.
I did do a good job.
So, how was your week besides the whole getting allergy issues?
Today kind of sucks. My knee's killing me.
Your knee?
Mm-hmm.
From hopping into bed the other day?
I did. It wasn't I hopped. I don't even know how I really did it,
I
but
think you flung it wrong or something.
I did last night. I was trying to get into bed and it popped and it hurt so bad. And then so I know I dislocated it. I mean yeah. So we try to work it back into place and it still hurts. It feels like I have a pinched nerve and I don't know, maybe damaged the entire knee. I just need to replace it. The whole thing, just take it off. So all day I've been dealing with that. And then this.
Yeah, during the intros, you were like,
I was trying not to cough. I got a cough drop. But it's not even I feel like I have to cough. it's like the sinuses are dripping, and that tickle makes me need to cough.
I had to make sure it wasn't going to like
explode everywhere.
explode. Too many electronics for this thing to go off like a freaking volcano.
So if I'm like sniffing and sneezing and coughing, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I feel fine other than that.
I'm glad you're here though this week. Instead of a brief appearance. We had visitors.
Well, that and the chicken died like right as I was about to come out on the live.
Yeah. So
okay, we got 7 more.
Anyway. Why don't you say hi to everybody in the chat? Who was first?
Blaine was first.
Blaine
Early was first. Looking forward to learning about the Griswold family and their channel. Going to be a good night.
Who's Griswold?
I don't know. Then BDF.
Hey, welcome back.
Then us some more. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Najuma Brown.
Our favorite.
She's in the. You know what I found out? She says she probably won't be able to make this cruise, our group cruise. That's really sad.
That is sad.
She was on Downunder Cruisers, and he was trying to get her to go, and I was trying to get her to go, and she goes, I don't think it's going to happen this time. Might be able to still change your mind.
It's still a year and a half away, Najuma, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. Maybe you'll get to go.
Jane Travels is also here.
John is saying just use Dwight's sleeve if you need to sneeze. Let's not.
Not you. I haven't sneezed too much today. Like, I'm actually better. I'm a lot better than when I was like yesterday. Yesterday, I mean, I was like, ugh.
I had a pretty good week too. It was
How
busy.
was your work week?
It was busy, just like last week, but it was good. I'm liking my job, so
that's good.
It's nice to know that you like where you work, and it seems like they like me. That thing is taking forever.
The thing is taking forever. Okay, so
we never did find our programs.
I have torn like just about everything apart to find our video editing program because we got new computers and we've been trying to find them and put them on, and I can't find them anywhere. So wrote down and bought the newest version, same company that we were doing it with before, because we really liked them. But now we got the Ultimate 2021.
Might as well get the 2021 version.
So this is who we use.
What we use, not who.
What and who. So
and then
I'm uploading this now to the computer.
And you also got.
Have been trying for about a year, an hour.
A year. Maybe we should have got 2022.
I've been trying for an hour to get this thing loaded. I also
hope it's worth it.
Since I have my camera and have been doing a lot of photoing, I went ahead and got the Corel Paint Shop Pro Ultimate 2021. So I can do a lot of editing for that as well.
That's cool.
I'm excited. This one had a lot of things to upload. So that one took a while. But is that the same Griswolds that were in that movie?
Absolutely. Right?
Mm-hmm. Cousin Eddie was invited, so not sure if he's watching at Jane and Travels.
All right.
So yeah, if I keep going back and forth, it's because
that didn't sound good.
You encountered a problem while installing. Please contact.
Awesome. While we're talking about Griswold, why don't we bring in our friend Danny Griswold from Griswold Family Vacay? Hello, Danny.
Hey guys, how are you?
We're doing good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming.
No problem.
Thank you for coming.
No problem. I feel your pain, Heather. That's how I felt at the beginning of this week, for sure, with the whole allergies and all that. It haven't been this bad for me in a while.
Oh, I know. I know this year has been the worst when it comes to allergies, and I have allergies every year. Like I take Claritin on a daily basis, and then I have to like switch it up like for a couple months or whatever. But I mean, I've even switched it with the Zyrtec, and now for the first time ever, I'm actually having to use a Claritin D. I've never used a decongestant before, but this go around I am, and it's working. It's just taking its time.
Slow, yep.
And we got the 24-hour version. I think we're going to keep it the 12-hour version next time.
Yeah, I definitely. So like, I could feel it about 4 or 5 hours before I'm supposed to take the next one. I could tell it's already worn off.
Right.
So for me, I'm sitting here like dreading it. I'm like counting the time down for those 4 hour, 5 hours. So I don't know. I'm going to do a 12-hour. That way I can up it, like keep going with it. But right now it sucks.
But yeah, those of you that don't know, this is Danny from Griswold Family Vacay. And his Blaine dropped his link for his YouTube channel. And also the link is also in the description of this video. So
tell us about your channel, your family,
what inspired you,
your son, who's really super awesome.
All right. Well, I'll start with what our family, I guess. I'm married. My wife she'll never be on screen. If she was on screen with me, I could see the two of us being very similar to the two of you. Sitting there listening to you guys talking back and forth reminded me of home, of being here. And so my wife, Kimberly, and we have 2 sons. The oldest is Adric. He just turned 14, and he actually started his own YouTube channel as well. He just has a couple of videos out, but he's mainly the reason that we have Griswold Family Vacay was because of him. Ever since he was like closer to Landon's age, he would always want to film. If we went on a trip or anything like that, he would always want to film it and put it on YouTube. For the longest time, I just said no, and we would put it just on Facebook for our friends and family to see and stuff like that. And then finally one day we're just like, what the heck? May as well. And so Adric, that's basically why we have our channel. And then our the main reason is because you guys know our motto, right?
Yeah.
Take time to make memories.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why we have a YouTube channel, for the memories.
Absolutely. Yeah. And believe it or not, that's why, or one of the reasons why we started, Us and More, is because it wasn't more for the subscribers. I mean, we love our subscribers, don't get us wrong, but it was more for when the kids get older and they have something to look back on.
Right.
And I think not just for the kids, but I think for us too.
Yeah.
Like I catch myself all the time going back and watching our videos like, man, that was fun. Or, look how little they were, or whatever it may be.
I want to say hi to Patty real quick. Patty just popped in.
I was in a live stream earlier tonight, one of the RV genre live streams, and she was talking the exact same thing. People get way too caught up in like analytics, the numbers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about that. It's about the friendships and the relationships and just having fun with it and making memories, like we said. Not more for us, and if other people want to watch, cool.
If
other people don't want to watch, that's their prerogative, So
that's exactly the way we feel. We started it for us, and then everybody else is just coming along for the ride, and we appreciate it. And like I said, it's never been about the numbers. You see a lot of these channels just come out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden 1,000 subscribers.
Right.
It's not like that for us. One day we'll get to 1,000. One day we'll get to 400. But it's all about the friendships, right? It's all about the friendships that you make along the way. And now that we have our RV that we're not in tonight,
I know. I deep cleaned that thing, by the way, this week.
She spent all day Thursday.
I went back and watched your last week's show, by the way. The reason I couldn't watch it is because we were actually in Branson. Kimberly and the boys surprised me for my 40th birthday. we did like a surprise weekend to Branson. So
Oh, cool.
Was that fun?
it was fun. Branson's like I call that my home away from home. My second home. We have season passes, for Silver Dollar City. So every time we get a chance to head out that way, we're there.
So yeah, we got the RV now. So like I tell everybody, we're not newbies to it, but we're getting back into the RVing, which is kind of neat. And now we can move over to that genre as well. And UsandMore has never been just strictly cruising. It's about
everything.
It's everything.
I mean,
we're the exact same way. I guess I need to mention the who basically describes our channel the best is we all know him, we all love him, Papa Mozo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He calls my oldest Adric, he calls him the producer. He's the guy that does all the behind the scenes work a lot of the time. So if we go live somewhere, whether it be a theme park or just the zoo or somewhere around here, I normally try to get Adric to do the gimbal work and all that. He's a lot better at that than I am.
Yeah.
And then our youngest, everybody knows this guy, Landon. He just turned 8, and he's called, I think Papa Mozo calls him the entertainer. There he is right there.
Wow, what's up?
Hi, Landon.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How was your week?
Good.
What'd you do?
School.
What'd you learn in school?
Huh?
What'd you learn?
What did you learn in school?
What's something you're talking about right now? That's cool.
English, math, PE.
What would you learn?
Right there. That is the best answer that most kids will ever give, because I can be like, well, what'd you learn in school about dolphins the whole day? Yeah.
That's true.
Or I don't know.
Oh yeah, or I don't know.
Our boys have been doing virtual the entire year. Kimberly's been working from home, so she's been working full time plus teaching this guy. That's like 2 full-time jobs.
Oh yeah.
Plus
I've been
3 boys.
I've been homeschooling. I've been homeschooling our kids for a few years now. So
that's something else. I got a lot of respect for people, especially this year. People have respect for us as teachers, but I have a lot of respect for the parents who are taking on the job of teaching their kids on their own.
Yeah.
2 + 2.
It's a lot.
Yep.
But
he'll be back next year in person. Adric, I think he said today he's practically done almost with the whole school year, because you can work ahead.
Yeah.
He has like 1 class or something. He has a few things to do, and then he's done. It's been
awesome.
great for him because he's always been self-motivated. You have to be very self-motivated to do well virtually, and that's who he is. So.
That's one of the reasons why I love homeschooling, because Casey's autistic. So for him, the way we have to do things for him is a little different, but he can excel in the things that he's really good at, like math. He can do algebra, top of his head, no paper, nothing. You can literally give him like 20 different math problems in a row, and he'll do the whole string, and give you the answer at the end. Like he's good. He's at about between 9th and 10th grade math.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he's only in 4th grade.
Right. That's awesome.
His language arts did jump. He was like in the beginning of the year, he was like 1st grade English.
Right.
Language
you
arts.
know what though? Every kid was in reading. Just because of the way the school year ended last year and stuff like that, every kid was behind.
But now he's at about a 5th grade language arts level.
That's really good.
His writing, his like actual handwriting, still really kind of sucks, but it's okay.
It's gotten a lot better.
It really has gotten a lot better.
People have really gotten away from, at least in the schools. In the schools themselves, people have really gotten away from teaching handwriting because everything is digital. Everything's done on the computer nowadays. So handwriting is kind of a lost art.
It really is.
Yeah.
I remember being in school and learning cursive. And they don't teach that. Some do, some don't.
Yeah.
But it's like
think
I
I
can
did
get
that.
them to do print. Let's work on one thing at a time.
Second grade, I think it was cursive.
Yeah.
But see, like history, they're both at Kaylin will be in 9th grade next year, but they're both doing like high school history.
Oh, that's cool.
They know a lot of the politics stuff, like like the Supreme Courts and the judicial system. They follow all the debates. They my kids can actually sit down and do taxes with you. My kids can actually sit down and do a budget. What else do we have them do? They learn how to fill out like insurance forms for like car
teach
insurance.
them life skills. You teach them how they can take those subjects that they learn in school and apply it to their life. See, that's something that I have a lot of respect for, and that's something that I try to do as well.
Yep.
You got to make it real to them.
See, a lot of these kids graduate high school and they don't even know how to write a check.
Yep.
I mean, I don't write that many checks, very few.
Right.
But it's still something you should know how to do.
Yep.
Both my kids can do that. It's not just a simple swipe. We did this project with them, and we gave them a certain amount of money, and we turned their room into like their house, and they had bills. They each had like a little mailbox. They had bills that came, and they had to do their own grocery shopping. They had to work to get money and all this stuff. And they actually applied, and they had to get a car. They had to buy a car with, monthly payments. They had to get their insurance in order. They had to figure out all this stuff. And I was actually really surprised because that was like their implications of everything that we've learned. So I was really impressed with how well they actually did with it.
It's awesome. You just came up with that by yourself?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Yep.
Cindy wants to know if you're sick.
Allergies.
Yeah,
awesome stuff.
The allergies are bad this year. I don't like, what was it? 2 weeks ago, I was actually 3 weeks
Is there
ago.
a certain one, Heather, that's like, for me, I think it's the mold is what's bad for me as far as allergies.
It's everything.
I
heard you say it's rabbit.
It started out with the tree pollen, and then it just goes from there.
Yeah, so like I have like all year round, there's something that I'm always like allergic to throughout the year.
Oh, jeez.
But the rabbit makes it like 50 times worse. So anytime like the rabbit comes out of the cage, I'm just kind of like, hi, like go away. They're cute. I love having it, but you'll never see me actually picking it up, holding it, petting it and stuff. Because like I will be like this. Like later on, even when the rabbit was in here, you can go back and watch some of our lives. Like even if the rabbit was in here,
that's why we had to take the rabbit out of here in the room here.
Yeah, because I couldn't even do our lives without it affecting me. So
yeah, you'd make it about 30 minutes before it started to affect you.
Yeah, so
should be sniffling.
Yeah. So, and like my cough, it's an annoying cough because it's a tickle. It's like I feel the sinuses dripping, and then it's a tickle, and I'm like, ugh.
I'll get that kind of cough where you're not coughing at all, and then all of a sudden you cough for like what feels like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I know what you mean on that. That's for sure. So do you have any trips planned in the near future?
We actually do. We have 9 days of school left after today. That's for teachers. Kids have 8 days. And so the kids get out May 20th. We get out May 21st. And then so on May 21st, we're going to get in the car and drive from here to Omaha. And we're going to go to the Henry Doorly Zoo there. Have you guys ever been there?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like one of the top zoos in the United States.
Ooh.
Henry Doorly Zoo. So we're excited to check that out. And then we're going to go from there to Badlands National Park in South Dakota and go see Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse Monument and also Custer State Park in South Dakota. And then from there, we're going to go to Yellowstone and Grand Tetons National Park. And then on the way home, we're going to go by Rocky Mountain National Park, Colorado. So
That's
That
cool.
sounds so
National
fun.
Park summer. Yep. We try to go. It seems like at least every other year we try to go to the national parks.
So are you doing it like through hotels or?
Hotels, yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. That sounds like a real fun trip.
The kids love nature. They love being outdoors, especially landing on.
Mhm.
You know, we went I was 34 years old before we went to Disney World, and then since November we've been twice.
Wow.
But I asked him the other day. I said, "Hey, would you rather live within 2 hours of Disney World or 2 hours of Yellowstone?" You know what he said?
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yep.
My kids would not. They would want to live.
Let me tell you.
They would want to live next door to Disney World. I mean, we're only what 3 hours away from Disney World. So
Yep.
Listen, we were going. Our local one that we usually hit is Babcock Webb State Park.
Okay.
that's where we go boondocking camping.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful out there. Last time we went, we saw 10 different gators.
Jeez.
One of them was at least 9 feet because I mean that thing was huge. But the first couple times we went camping in our new one, all they did was go back inside and play on their electronics.
Right.
And I'm like, go outside, ride your bike.
We kept telling them, go outside, ride your bike, go throw a football, go do something.
We went out and bought them all these different outside games. We're like, just go play outside. And then finally, he was like, look, guys, I'm not doing this. You can either be inside on your electronics, or you can go outside and play. Whatever memories you want to make, that's on you.
That's true.
As soon as he said that, the kids started going outside. So,
Yeah, I think the last time we went, they were more outside than they have been.
especially when your dad brought the fishing gear.
Yep.
Because I forgot that.
Because Casey wanted to go fishing.
Fishing, yep.
And so my dad came and joined us that weekend because my mom was out of town in Pennsylvania. And so he and Heather went fishing. And he had a ball. Even though he didn't catch nothing, but had a ball.
No, but the gator was watching our lines. He was literally sitting right there at the dock, watching our lines every time we throw it out. And every time we reel it back in. He's waiting for us to have something.
That'd be cool. I don't remember that many times seeing a gator just out, in nature.
Yeah, that was one. I mean, like each time we go, we see at least one. But
Right.
that one day, we had literally seen 9 different ones. And you could tell they're all different because they're sizes.
Right.
But I mean, there was one time we were sitting out there and there was like, what was it, like 5 of them sitting out. Like just, you could point them all out right there.
And there was this, you want to tell them?
There were these 2 people who were coming out kayaking. And we're like,
Oh, geez.
we're like, just so you know, if you look right here, there's literally a lot of gators, so just be careful. Obviously in Florida, you want to be careful because any water will have them. But
Right.
this one was visual proof. You can see where the gators were. So
What did the lady say? Oh, great.
yeah, she's like, oh, great. So she gets in the kayak and he helps her. He pushes her out and he goes, bye. And she's like, So he gets in. She's riding like the grass line. And
Which is probably the worst spot.
yeah, because that's where they were sitting. And so, like, shortly after that, they came back in, and she's like, I can't. I'm just too scared of them. And I'm like, yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
Saw Blaine's comment there. Gators walking down the cart path.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. They do that here, too.
Yeah.
That's kind of how probably, like when we go to Yellowstone or whatever, and this was probably judgmental on my part, but we'll go to like Yellowstone and we'll see people pulled over. There's always people that are pulled over, and most of the time you think it's for wildlife, right? And maybe a bear, maybe a wolf, something cool. And then I always find myself cracking up when people are pulled over to take a picture of bison. Because we have those all over here. But a lot of people, like where you guys down there in Florida, you guys don't have bison. Like,
I've never seen a wild bison.
and that's how I am with gators. So people probably down in Florida would laugh if I stopped to take a picture of the alligator.
Yeah.
Well, same kind of.
You know, I've been down here just about 6 years, and I still love to see gators.
Mhm.
Right.
But even in Virginia, you know, deer are a common thing.
That's what I was going with.
Where in Virginia again, Dwight?
Right outside the D.C. area, like Alexandria, Fredericksburg area.
I think you guys know my wife is from Virginia, right, Kimberly?
Yeah.
From she was born at Fort Belvoir.
Oh
Yeah, that's we used to live there.
We used to live.
And then
right outside the gate there.
She grew up in Stafford, Virginia, and also Chantilly.
Yep.
Chantilly, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All northern
Stomping
Virginia.
grounds.
Yeah, that's my old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
So the same trip out there, this last go around, we actually got to see a couple deer, which is really cool because we haven't seen the deer out there before. And I know there's like big cats or something out there because we've seen the paw prints.
Mm-hmm.
When in the middle of the night, outside the window, I heard something really big in the woods,
Right.
right where our camper was. Like there's like a patch of woods where our camper backs up to, and I know I heard something in there, big.
I think it's
Because
like
it was like-
cougars.
I think so.
It could have been, yeah.
We have those here. I've heard those when we were camping here before.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's all boondocking camping, so
Right.
You hear everything.
you hear everything
Yep.
except when the generators run.
It's awesome. What kind of RV do you guys have?
So it's a travel trailer.
Travel
It's
trailer.
27-foot living and 33-foot long.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And we bought it brand new. We decided we kept looking at used ones, new ones, used ones.
Right.
Just couldn't find any used ones that were either a good price or
That
in
that
good
really
shape.
that really stuck out at
or
us.
really that stuck out. And then we found a really good deal on this new one.
Yeah.
We had talked about after we retire getting a RV and just traveling all around.
That's
I think what I would like to get maybe it'd be a Class C,
mhm.
especially going from not ever driving one at all. I think a C might be a good starting point
Oh yeah.
because those
The only
aren't
thing, the
too
only thing
big, but
I,
they're big enough.
the only thing I don't like about driving campers is A, they cost a ton, and two, anytime you need work to them, it's going to cost a lot of money to get done because you're going to fix it. Unlike if a tow vehicle gets worn out, you're just
Right.
going to replace it. So, I mean, it's catch-20, and you also a lot of times are towing something behind your drivable RV anyways. So,
Right.
Like a car.
like a car.
But see, also, here's my thing. If you're pulling a trailer, you don't have to have insurance on it because it's attached to your vehicle. So it falls under your vehicle's insurance. But if you're doing an RV, you have to have separate insurance on that.
Jeez.
It's the car that you're driving or you're towing.
Well, if you owe on it, you have to have insurance on it.
Well, yeah, if you owe on the camper, then you have to have insurance. But I'm just saying, like, if he goes and buys a used one or pays one outright, then you don't have to insure like the pull behind at least.
Or to get one of those van makeouts. So those people like that, like I don't know if you guys know Johnny's Journey,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. My God, that would be awesome to do something like that.
Well, we talked about doing that, but then it's like you're paying more for something that you have to either do or like.
So to redo, let's just say you get a cargo van, and
Right.
then you redo the total inside of it, make it the way you want it. Yeah, it's customized, but you're spending just in the cargo van alone, you're spending more than getting a
brand
tractor.
new. Yeah.
And you're limiting yourself on space. So,
But like you said, one of the things I would like to do, I don't know if we can, but I would like to do when the kids grow up and move out, we would like to do the whole
Travel.
traveling.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then, do work along the way. That'd be cool.
I'm good with that.
I think it'd be a cool goal to see every national park that there is here in the U.S. That'd be something that'd be kind of cool.
My only yearly goal would be to get the hell out of the cold before winter.
My aunt and uncle, they live down in Texas, right outside of Dallas, and they had a goal and they actually achieved it. But they've been to every single Major League Baseball stadium.
Oh, cool!
To a game at each
awesome.
stadium. That's pretty neat.
Blaine says, I would love to have a Class A one day. I have a feeling if someone has 250K motorhome, they probably have money to blow.
Yeah,
probably. You've got to really love your wife to be in a van build. LOL. True love comes out in that situation, being in close quarters. It really does.
I've seen custom builds on like back of pickup trucks.
Yeah,
that's even tighter quarters.
I don't know.
I don't know if I could put up with you that close. 27 foot's quit.
At least you have the cabin of your vehicle to sleep in.
No, that's true.
See, I've already kicked them out, and we don't even own it.
I'll tell you what's been really cool for me, as far as you guys concerned, the Downunder Cruisers, all of them, Cindy, it's just Kenny and what you guys have done for him to get him to be able to go on that cruise next October it's just amazing. And just on behalf of him and just as his friend, I want to thank you guys so much for all that you've done for him, and I know he's going to have a blast.
Well, I will say it was definitely Sean's vision for it.
Awesome.
And I mean, I know the goal is to have not just Kenny, but more go.
Yep.
So
very cool.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate that.
Problem.
But yeah, just real quick, just speaking
of, we got. Sorry, I was reading comments.
Just speaking of the group cruise, I want to do a quick advertisement for it. So, give me 1 second.
Oh, he says, "I'm glad we got a 45-foot, plenty of space." LOL.
All right. That's cool. So, yeah, anybody that wants to join us for our awesome group cruise with the Downunder Cruisers, us, obviously, and Spiker's Crazy Adventures, contact Cindy Spiker for all the details and get $100 onboard credit. Just an awesome deal. Oops, I think I still have Danny. Sorry about that, Danny.
He had you muted.
All right.
But, yeah.
All right,
Cool.
there you go.
You guys are going to have a great time on that.
I think so.
It stinks about being a teacher, man.
I've never been on the Horizon. Actually, I've never been on a big carnival ship, so this will be interesting.
Kimberly and the boys have been on one cruise, and they got spoiled the very first time out. They went on the Carnival Vista.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like the Vista.
You know,
That's
you're
our
a
closest
teacher.
port, though, is Galveston. You know, since we're in Oklahoma, it's easy to.
Yep.
9 hours we're there.
You know, even though you're a teacher, just like it's so far out, you can put in for that little vacation time and just be like, look, this is the only time I'm requesting. And just book it. Let's just do
Right.
it.
Yeah, I know teachers have a hard time that time of year, but October is going to be perfect weather.
Yep.
Going into the Caribbean, Southern Caribbean, which we've never been.
Mhm.
So that'd be awesome. It's an 8-night cruise, which is
Very
the
cool.
longest cruise I've ever been on, which would be cool. So I'm excited about it. Can't wait. And we're staying in a cove cabin.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cove Cab. Is that? Oh,
Yeah.
that's one of the lower ones, right? With the
Yeah.
porthole.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
it's not a porthole, but it's the
It's a
cutout.
balcony.
It's a balcony, but it's a
Oh, it's a
cutout.
balcony.
It's a cove balcony.
Just
or
a
something like
lower
that.
balcony.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
But
cool.
it's tucked in the ship, like the cove.
Awesome.
Yeah. Never stayed in one of those, so I can't be in a balcony, or I can't be in a room without a balcony. I love
Without a
balcony.
balcony. Yep.
And especially this day and time, you definitely want a balcony.
Right.
Just in case. Just in case.
It should be fun.
There's Sean right there. Just keep the door.
Yep, it'll be a good time. I can't wait. You know, we've got one cruise planned this year, and then that cruise next year. So we're
Very
going on.
nice.
If it goes, we're going on the Lolita Loca group cruise in October.
Mm-hmm.
October. Yep. So
Yep.
2 Octobers back to back, huh?
Well, we got 2 Octobers back to back. We
Yep.
got this October, next October.
Right.
So.
That's cool.
It'll be fun.
So,
Oh yeah.
do you have any cruises planned?
We actually don't as of right now.
He says that he's going to talk it over and try to book our group cruise because he's so excited to go with us because it's going to be so awesome.
I'm not gonna deny it's gonna be awesome. I'll tell you that right now. I know it's gonna be awesome.
Well, then just come on, just book it and just be like, look, guys, sorry, it's already paid for. Like I have no choice.
It's most of the time when we do our cruises, it's on spring break.
But that's why they have substitute teachers. They have substitute Dannies.
They're pretty short though right now.
Yeah.
Of subs. But we had, geez, man, we were supposed to have gone this past March on the Bahamas cruise out of Galveston, and then in June we were supposed to have actually gone on an Alaskan cruise out of San Francisco. So we got both of those hacked, and so now we don't have anything planned.
I'm just saying, October 22 is like so far out there. Just book it and just be like, oh, I completely forgot. Like it's already paid for. Like they can find a substitute in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So you got a year and a half to figure it out. But yeah,
wait until they re-sign you for next year, and then tell them like, oh, by the way.
See, Blaine was saying today, he's like, he told me something about Teacher of the Year award. I said, hey, my award is that I didn't get fired. It's been a crazy year, school-wise, for sure.
I'm just saying, it's
money tied up
doable.
for WDW. What is that?
Walt Disney World.
Okay, in 2022.
Right around the corner, Keith.
60th birthday.
He's been counting down that for like the last 4 years.
That's the big one, 60.
Yep.
But see, like June, July, August, September, October, that's an extra 4 months. Look, 4 months you can save up for it. I'm just saying. But Danny, you've got a year and a half. They've got a year and a half to figure out what substitute they're going to put in for you for that week.
Actually, if you did it now, you can make payments on it all the way through and have smaller payments. Just saying. Just
True, too.
I think July of 2022 it had to be paid for. I think that's what Cindy said.
If Darren, yeah, but Darren doesn't work though.
Okay, but listen, they
Plus,
can find. Look, there are teachers who will call out. Look, I'm not feeling too hot,
I hear
like
you.
you know, and they get substitute teachers in there all the time.
I know they do. I do that too, but not for that long a time.
Just be like, look,
I'm sick for 5 days, guys.
There you go.
It's be like I gotta go. But you're giving them a heads up.
Yeah, I'm giving you a heads up that I'm going to be sick for 5 days.
See, it works. It can work. Just saying.
Just saying, your partner channels will be there, be together. Yeah, that's true.
Hold on.
Still trying to get Blaine to get on that thing.
Yeah. Darren's wife, though, you're right, Sean. She does, and she does the same job as me, actually.
Okay, see, she can do it. There you go. Just do it.
We can
you only live once. Make memories.
We
Make memories.
We can get.
You're gonna turn her own motto against this.
I am. This is a great time to make memories, like long-lasting memories with us. And I mean, down
you're gonna live life to the fullest.
Yeah,
Blaine, you're exactly right there, buddy.
Let's see if we got Blaine and Danny on board.
I've been working.
We'd have that partnership there.
I've been trying so hard to get Blaine to do it, but Blaine's got another group, like another cruise going out in November. I've been trying.
I'm still gonna. I got a year and a half to work on Blaine.
It's Blaine and Danny. We gotta get them both. At least we gotta get Danny on. Blaine, just get him on. I'll let you off the hook this time. This time. Yeah, and
but Blaine will just show up. You never know.
I mean, hey, you can show up and go.
Did you guys see that or hear about that whenever we were down in Disney World? After they had that whole Helen meetup thing, right? In Helen, Georgia. Mm-hmm. The same day they went to that, it was spring break for us. So that's the same day that we flew to Orlando. And that week, we knew we were going to meet up with Darren at Disney Springs because they have a spaghetti ice there, actually. Mm-hmm. They have a place called Vivoli Il Gelato, and they actually serve spaghetti ice there. So we knew we were going to meet Darren there. And so we're sitting down eating, and then Darren shows up. Then the next thing you know, this camera just pops up in my face. I'm like, what in the world? And you know who that was, right?
Blaine.
That was Blaine. I had no idea he was going to do it. That was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, Darian was awesome when we met him. Him and his kid.
Yeah. I have friends that live here in Oklahoma. And I swear, guys, I've seen Darren and Blaine more in the past year than I've seen some of them. And they live like 20 minutes away, and these guys live across the United States, and I've seen them more.
Darian, help us work on Danny on getting him on our group cruise.
Darian, you got to get your partner channels to come on board. He says we're awesome as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he's a character. That's for sure.
He kind of like tags along. Some of my awesomeness just kind of rubs off on him. It makes you somewhat valid.
It's funny, and I talk about this all the time. The people that we've met off of YouTube and this travel community, we've met Darian and his kids, and
right?
We've met Jason and Krista, and all of them are just like you see them on camera. There's no difference. You said spaghetti
ice, so of course he shows up.
Of course. But the question is it fresh?
It is fresh.
He said it was. Huh. He said he actually really enjoyed it. I was kind of surprised. Blaine, on the other hand, said he liked the one in Helen better. Huh. But
still got to find.
I was thinking that spaghetti ice was a German thing, right? And since it came from an Italian gelato place, it wasn't authentic. But you know what I learned from Darren? I learned that it was a guy from Italy, an Italian guy who came to Germany and created spaghetti ice.
Huh.
Did someone say spaghetti ice?
One goes fresh. Moo.
That's great.
I definitely want to try it.
Yeah, we got to look around here. I know somebody around
It
here.
was huge. The one that they had there at Disney Springs. You know, sometimes for the little meatballs, like Blaine said, I think the Fiera Rocher, whatever those little chocolate balls, that's what they use there in Helen. But here at Disney Springs, they just gave you more gelato. So there was like 6 scoops of gelato on the one deal.
Bear peed on Adric's Boston College.
Why are you saying that right now? Jeez. Sorry, guys. Darn dog.
It reminds me of like Casey coming in.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. We have to tell you a story that happened right before our live with eggs.
It's an egg.
Okay. So we have chickens. Our chickens will eventually lay eggs. And my daughter goes,
who is 14 years old?
Almost 14.
Almost 14.
She goes, are we going to eat their eggs? I was like, yeah, we're going to eat their eggs. And she goes, people who eat chicken eggs are very cruel. I'm like, Kaylin, you eat eggs all the time? She goes, no, I eat Walmart eggs.
Walmart.
I'm like, Kaylin.
White eggs are Walmart eggs, apparently.
And I'm like, Kaylin, eggs come from chickens. And she goes, not Walmart eggs. And I was like, what do they do? Come from rabbits? Because she used to think they come from rabbits, like in their chins. And she goes, no, Walmart makes their eggs. She thinks that Walmart makes their eggs by hand, except for the brown ones. Brown ones come from chicken. She's okay with knowing that Walmart has chicken eggs that are brown. But the white ones, Walmart makes them.
That's funny.
So she's not eating chicken eggs. She's eating Walmart eggs. Those are different.
So white eggs come from Walmart.
Yep.
Not Publix, not Winn-Dixie, not the Piggly Wiggly.
Walmart makes their own eggs. And I'm like, Kaylin, how does this work? She goes, well, their shell is almost like a taco shell, but not.
You're right about that, Darian. Oh, we lost.
She will never live that. No, she won't live that down.
That's true.
But she couldn't tell me what the yolk's made out of. But she's like, yeah, Walmart makes their own eggs.
That is very loud.
I know it is.
Probably hear the tick, 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 tick. That's the
DVD thing for the CD-ROM or whatever.
Yeah, CD-ROM.
It's not even doing anything.
Just sitting there.
But yeah, fresh eggs are the best.
Fresh.
So yes. Okay, so when she was younger, she used to think that one of our rabbits had I had double chin, triple chin really. And she always thought the rabbit had an egg in her chin because that's where their babies came from. She thought rabbits laid eggs to have babies and that they were carried in their chins. So she went on and on and on about this for months. So we had the rabbit in a hutch. And I, one day, got an egg out. And I put it in the back of the hutch. She went to go feed the rabbit. She seen the egg in there. Freaked. Mom, the rabbit laid its egg. Look, I told you the rabbit lays eggs. And all I was doing was laughing. I'm recording her too. And she's I'm laughing. But she was completely shocked and excited and thought that she was right.
You see Blaine's comment.
Dana will be back soon. Forgive him for living in Oklahoma, as they are lucky to even have dial-up. Thanks for letting us know. But I think he got offended by the egg discussion.
He's gonna go to Walmart and get some eggs. Get some answers for eggs.
I can't believe this came from our child who is 13.
13 years old. She thinks Walmart makes her own eggs.
I say this, and then it's like.
So this is a Walmart egg. Homemade Walmart egg. Not a chicken egg. It didn't come from a chicken. That's eggs.
And she goes, I mean, like, what about the blue eggs? I'm like, whatever. Oh my God. Even Casey was like, are you an idiot? Chickens lay all the eggs. She's like, I'm not an idiot. I'm like, Helen, you think Walmart makes their eggs? Think about that.
Wait a minute. They don't?
No. But whatever.
That's funny.
I don't know what this is for.
I don't know. All right. Well, why don't we pause a moment and do our...
No, those eggs are quite different than homemade eggs. Not gonna explain, LOL.
Just gonna pause for a moment for another quick advertisement of this awesome group cruise
So we have to get Danny to join.
that we have to get Danny and Blaine to join.
Blaine's not going to. I've been working on Blaine. I've been like
Still-
really pressing
Still
with
gonna
him.
try. What an awesome advertisement. These great words are sponsored by the October group of 2022.
Yeah. Zipline guy.
Zipline guy.
No, we actually gotta get a good picture of him on the zipline.
Who, John?
Yeah. This isn't doing anything. It's irritating me. Do I want to exit? Yes.
It's like it's sticking. The October Group Cruise 2022 is selling out fast, so act quickly. Actually, you guys should act before prices go out, because it's a good possibility that once cruises begin, prices are going to start to go up.
But
BDF says if you really want to see an egg, go to the zoo that has either a female ostrich or female emu.
yeah, their eggs are like that big.
John says, note to self, edit and send clip to Dwight and Heather, a daughter in 5 years. All right.
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Blaine thought you were offended by the eggs. So
The eggs.
That's why you left.
And something about you having dial-up internet, I don't know.
Yeah, out here in Oklahoma. Yep.
Yeah.
I used to live in Oklahoma.
Did you really?
Yep. Oklahoma City. Oh, just
Oklahoma
outside
City.
of Oklahoma City.
South side?
Yep.
Do you know the Capitol Hill area.
Yeah.
That's where I used to work when I first started teaching. I taught at Capitol Hill Elementary School.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was before me.
That was before
Before
you.
me.
Way before me.
Way before you.
Before you got valid.
Whatever.
And Cindy said still reduce posits with an extra 50 onboard credit. So.
Yeah, so get on that. Look, Danny, see, this is the perfect time for you to book because not only do you get $100 for booking, $100 onboard credit with booking with us, you get an extra 50 for booking right now because of the deal that they're working out. So if you book now, you get $150 to use on board.
There you go.
Just
Hey,
saying.
Clay.
So what you need to do is contact Cindy, Danny, and be like, look, I'm booking it. And then just tell your bosses later.
Danny is looking for his phone line to hook up his dial-up. Slower than 256.
It's right here.
There it is.
No, just kidding.
No, what happened was one of the kids picked up the landline and knocked him off internet.
I was gonna say they got a phone call, so the internet kicked off.
Yeah. God, I hated that.
You pick up, you hear the internet, you're like, get off the phone.
Yep.
My childhood house was 2 levels, and I was downstairs, and my parents were upstairs. And when I was on the internet and they needed to use the phone, you could hear the floor stomping. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, guess got to get off the internet.
No, you remember like when you would try to download a song, you'd have to have like the whole list of the ones that you're downloading, and then you'd leave it for the day.
Yeah.
When you came back from school, if you were lucky, you were done.
Yeah.
If not, you had like a couple songs left.
Mm-hmm.
Or you let them. You pick the ones you want to download and let them download overnight.
Yep.
That's what I used to do a lot.
I did that too.
Overnight.
Those were times that these kids today will never understand.
Nope.
Before that, what you had to do is you had your little Walkman or whatever, and you'd wait by the radio, and you'd wait for that song to come on, record. And if you missed the beginning of it sucks.
And you would cuss out the DJ because the DJ would keep talking over the music. It's like, shut up. I don't want to hear your voice.
The best time to do that would be during one of the countdowns, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
On the weekend, that's what I always did.
Oh yeah, that's what I did. I would do one of the countdown shows. Rick Dees was one of my favorites.
Rick Dees and the Weekly Top 40.
Yep, that one. Actually, we just got done watching the documentary on Netflix about Blockbuster, the last Blockbuster still open.
Right.
There's still one Blockbuster still open to this day.
Where is it again?
It's in Bend,
Oregon.
Yeah, Bend,
That's
Oregon.
what it is.
It is the last Blockbuster to exist.
It's crazy.
But yeah, we just got done watching that.
We had to explain to the kids what a Blockbuster was.
Well, we had to explain to the kids what was Be Kind and Rewind.
Be kind, please rewind.
Why are you rewinding a DVD? And I'm like, oh my god, no.
You guys ever had a grocery store called Buy for? I know when you say you lived here in Oklahoma, you heard of Buy for Less grocery store. That's where we actually used to rent movies when I was a little kid.
Oh, really?
It was cheaper.
There was
cheaper than Blockbuster.
When video stores were big. My aunt lived outside Pittsburgh, so they did everything from like corner stores and stuff like that. There was a corner store, which was a gas station that actually had a video store connected to it, and that's where she would go get her videos.
There you go. Yeah. And then Redbox killed all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Redbox and Netflix. And Netflix was trying to get Blockbuster to buy them.
Right, yeah, I heard that.
And Blockbuster laughed at him and said, yeah, that'll never take off. Well.
Do they still do I don't even know if they still do the Netflix. They used to have it where they would mail you a DVD. I don't know if they do that
I don't know
anymore.
if they do that anymore. I know they used to.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I forgot about that.
Blockbuster used to do that too. We had a membership to Blockbuster for that, and you could actually, instead of taking the video and putting it in the mail and waiting for them to receive it, you could take it to the Blockbuster, and then they scan it in because you're only allowed like two videos at a time.
Right.
And they could scan it in, and that way you can get another video.
Right.
But
Good night, Keith.
those were good times. Those were good times. These kids will never understand that today.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, I just wanted to thank you, Danny, for coming and joining us and hanging out with us for the past hour. And it's been great.
Thank you. It's been awesome.
Thank you guys for having me. It was a lot of fun for sure. Anytime.
Yeah. So we definitely loved having you on, and we'll have you on again.
Do you want to tell everybody when your lives are as well?
Sure. Let's see. Saturdays we have a variety show. It's normally at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Each week's a different topic. Like a couple of weeks back, we had an open panel. We talked about national parks because it was National Parks Week. And then tomorrow we're actually going to be talking about our trip that we took this past weekend to Branson, the pros and the cons, what went well, what didn't go so well. Like the fact that it was extremely packed there for whatever reason last weekend, it was crazy. I don't know why, but so we're going to be talking about that. And so that's our Saturday shows. And Landon comes on and tells the jokes. And I think that's truly the reason a lot of people watch us on Saturday nights is just to see Landon tell his dad jokes. And then on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock Eastern time, we do our weekly trivia. So this past week was 80s trivia. This next Wednesday, we're actually not doing trivia because we're actually going to have a YouTube channel called TPF Vids, Trips, Places, and Fun Videos, Travel Adventures. They're actually a family that live in Branson, Missouri and work in Branson, Missouri. And we're going to have them on as our guest, and we're going to do an interview with them. So I'm really excited about that.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
And that's going to start it. Instead of starting at 10 Eastern, we're going to bump it up an hour earlier. So it's going to start at 9 Eastern.
And that's on
Awesome.
Wednesday. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right.
That's awesome.
And then we just have
The Wednesday shows I end up watching Thursday because I have karate, and by the time I get back, I'm done. But your Wednesday shows, I love watching. Well, I end up watching them on Thursdays, but I love watching those for sure.
We recently, this is probably the vlog that one of the vlogs that I'm most proud of. We put out on May the 4th. It was since it's May the Star Wars Day or whatever. It was the on-ride. It's an on-ride POV of Rise of the Resistance, which is a pretty popular ride there at Hollywood Studios. You actually have to get the boarding pass in order to even ride the ride. I filmed it. I think it actually turned out pretty well. So if you guys haven't checked that out, we'd appreciate that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll definitely check that out.
Well,
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming on with us.
Thank you for having us on your show.
You guys are welcome to join us anytime.
Oh,
Okay,
Anytime you want
definitely.
to pop up there. I was going to say, actually, tomorrow night, after we do our hour where I talk about our trip to Branson, we're going to do a open panel, just a hangout. So you guys are more than welcome to come up and join us anytime you'd like.
Okay,
All right, appreciate
awesome.
that.
Thanks.
Oh, no problem.
All right, Danny, we'll talk to you later.
Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Well,
Before we go,
yeah.
I want to say Happy Mother's Day for all
Yes.
the mothers out there. I meant to tell Danny as well to tell his wife.
Well, sure he
So-
caught it.
Yes. But Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I know it's
Happy
Sunday.
Mother's Day.
Thank you very much. But yeah, that's it. I hope everybody has a great Mother's Day.
Have a great weekend.
Yes.
All right. The show next week is questionable because we got a full house next week, so it's questionable.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. We'll see how.
Do you know that how many kids are gonna have?
Oh, too many. Too many. 8.
R2, Asen, Exon, and then the other 4. 8 kids. 8 kids.
I may not be loading after that.
8 kids.
So, yeah. I don't know why it's not lining up here, but oh well. All right. I guess that's it.
That's it. All right, guys.
So,
Join us on Facebook.
So if we're not here next week,
check our Facebook to find out if we are or not.
I'll let y'all know on Facebook and Twitter. So, if you don't have us on Facebook or Twitter,
I was waiting for it.
You can join us on Facebook and Twitter at UsandMoreYT. You can join the UsandMore Extended Family page where you can interact with us and hang out and chat and put your creator post up in the creator's corner. And that is facebook.com/groups/UsandMoreYT. You can also check out our Teespring store that has our awesome merchandise. And if I do that, then the UsandMore
logo says on it.
Yeah, that's at teespring.com/stores/UsandMore.
All right. After us, go watch the Downunders. We've actually gone over their time by 11 minutes. Sorry about that. All right, guys.
Well, it happens.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is Us and More. We're living life to the fullest.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.
I was like,
have a good weekend.
Seriously?